What is up, YouTube? Thank you for stopping back in at the channel. It has been, oh God, what was it?
9 months.
9 months since my last upload. So we're going to get after it today. We got a really good one going on. What we're going to do is we're going to take this right here. This is an Airaid UBI, stands for U-Build-It, air intake. So you just cut them how you need them, and we're going to be replacing this crap right here. This thin aluminum, heat soaking, terrible filter, terrible performance, everything. We're going to be building something custom. Everybody with these 3800s on these F-bodies knows that it is pretty difficult to find a good air intake for one of these. Now, all the guys that are like 98, 99 to 02, you can find really cool air lids because you've got the straight throttle body and you come out right up in here. All of us guys stuck in about mid 95 to mid 98 or whatever, we got this curved throttle body that comes down here, and it's just a mess, and nobody really has a good one. So we are over here today with
Jordan,
and we are at his garage. He has graciously decided to let us borrow, and yep, we're just gonna get after this real quick, so stick around, guys. All right, hand that to you real quick. We'll see what kind of angle we're going to get off of this, and if we can just kind of slide it in through here, because the other intake was 2.5 or 3 inches, and this is a full 3.5, so
yeah, so we got a little bit of a struggle between the ABS system and the radiator, but
I think it's gonna work.
yeah, because that'll be fixed with a coupler right there. And if I just come out here, there we go.
I mean, it kind of warps it a little bit, but
Eh,
we can go all the way down.
yeah, for what you're wanting.
Okay.
And then from there, we're going to add an elbow down into the hole, down up in front of the bumper, to get more of that ambient air and get rid of the heat-soaked engine bay air.
We can angle that just about anywhere we want. There's enough play in there.
Yeah, that's really not that bad, besides being on your hose a little bit there.
It's not going to matter too much. It's not like pinched.
No. That'd be pretty good.
All right, let's get that screwdriver. Tighten this up. Got that one tight. This one might be a little more difficult to get on. It's just a little crooked in there, so we got that play that we wanted to make that angle just right. But yeah, there's plenty of bite.
Good. Yeah.
Alright, so we got our coupler on there. Everything is nice and solid. The next thing we got to do is we have to start making this bend down into there. And I'm thinking this 45 might just get down in there. It's going to be close. It's going to be tight.
But if that'll get in there, and then from there, we trim up a little bit to give us that length to put us in the right position for the hole.
Right.
Then it's just a matter of fitting them together.
Because we might need a little more than actual 45 here. We might need to kind of take it about like that to get it down in there. But I think that'll work. And then I have, there it is.
K&N filter.
Big old K&N 3.5 inch flange cone filter. Go ahead, open that up for me.
If I can learn how to open a box. Oh yeah.
Bingo. Big old cone boy.
It'll look good, even though you won't see it.
Yeah, you won't see it at all.
See it.
It'll be down there. And then,
Freehold lifetime warranty.
you know what? I think once we get that done, we get it down in there, I'm going to have to find a way to fabricate some sort of air dam to cover that hole completely.
Yeah.
And just block it off altogether.
Make a template out of cardboard, because you could...
It's a fairly large opening. We can...
You can come up under the fuse box and just fabricate a piece of sheet aluminum.
Well, I was thinking about actually making something to fit right here and just cover this whole thing and just have the tubes sticking down in there.
You can do that too. I mean, pretty much like a giant rubber grommet, but that's what the super guys do.
Yeah. Okay, now there's one more thing that we have to do, and this is something that on the other air intake, I actually flipped it around because it fit better and it flowed better. But I couldn't hook up the IAT, so I have... Yeah, so originally it was here, somewhere in there, and then I flipped it around because it actually fit better, but then it was down there and the harness didn't reach. So now that we have this on here, I have a step bit, and we can come in right there, right about there, or here, or wherever. I think probably about right there would be good enough to drill into here to put the IAT back in. And that works out perfect because the MAF will be here, IAT will be here, and then maybe about right here, oh, maybe a little nitrous fogger. You never know. Okay, so right now, what we're looking at is,
If you wanted those to be parallel with each other, for the most part.
right. If it was going to fit just perfect, we're going to have to fill 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches.
Right now I'm at 1.25 inches. give or take.
1.25 inches. Okay.
Maybe 3/8.
So then let's go over here and see.
Our length is 2 inches, so
2
we'd have to cut it at 1.25 inches, and then from there, plastic welding on both ends. That'll get you into where you want to be in your car for your filter.
Right. Okay, well, I mean, if that's what we got to do, then that's the whole point of having something like that, is so you can make something different, right?
Yeah.
So
You just have to figure out how well this is going to plastic weld together. Because you plastic welded a fly swatter together, so we're going to see what happens.
I bought a plastic welder and I practiced on a fly swatter.
Yeah.
Guys, I fixed the fly swatter, okay?
He fixed the fly swatter. He sent me a photo. Legit. Did he use it? I don't know. But he fixed it.
I did use it.
He did use it.
Once.
Did you get the fly?
No. Misty.
Yeah, because we can bring that out. It just sucks. A coupler would be so much easier. Because the next thing is coming in here, it's compressed just a little bit.
And it's going to break that weld,
Yeah.
I think.
Obviously, it's not the ideal situation, but for what you're wanting, it's going to work. Really, if this shroud, I know you got to have shroud, but if the shroud wasn't there, I think you'd get a better,
Well,
it'd be more floating.
what if it seems like this part of it right here is the worst part?
Yeah.
So if we took your grinder and we ground that off right there, just to relieve some of that pressure.
Because technically your shroud's still held on up here.
Oh yeah, it's solid. But I'm wondering if we took this off right there just a little bit,
If that would relieve that pressure.
if it'd relieve that pressure.
Sure it would. Ooh,
It's tight.
that's not terrible
It's
though.
tight.
It's definitely egg-shaped a little bit. But yeah, really we would just need to take out this. I just hope that doesn't, I mean, you got a rubber grommet there, so it shouldn't really like sit there and flop. And you're still gonna have this.
Well,
somewhere
that air
against it.
intake's going to hold it to the
Yeah,
radiator.
It's just this that's causing that. Because you said
Right.
this is a 3.5 inch.
It's 3.5.
Yeah, you're losing like 1/2 inch right there. So if
Yeah.
you took that out, there's your 1/2 inch right there.
Okay. All right, I guess we're going to kind of grind this down a little bit.
Do some modifications
Right here.
and not hit anything.
Yeah, we're going to have to take out quite a bit of that meat.
Because then,
But the good news is I have a spare radiator and fan shroud at home.
yeah,
So if we really do mess it up,
we really do mess it up.
parts car to the rescue. Thank you, Matthew Trueblood.
I'll just give you.
All right, so I'm just going to draw real quick. Right where I need to take off some stuff.
So what I'm seeing right now would be
From about here.
down and over, right where this bracket rests, right here.
About there. To here. And just kind of take as much of this meat out as we can. Right in there. We still got to leave a little bit of this tab to leave some right angle strength on that. But that's not the biggest problem. This is the biggest problem right here. We might even have to go up a little further than that, maybe into there.
Yeah, and I don't know how well that cutter's gonna get in there.
But
Safety glasses. All right, no turning back.
Safety first. All right. I guess that's not the conventional way to use a cutting wheel, but
Gonna have to do.
I think maybe I can get it in here. Get this angle right here. Now the tough one is going to be to get this corner right here. Got that cut right there nice and straight, but I need to get that part right there. I don't really think there's a way to get a cutting wheel in there.
Not ideally.
So I think I got an idea. See if it works. Little multi-tool with a saw on it. Man, that's rough.
Yeah, it'll work. It just take
Forever.
Yeah. You might have to do what you were doing and hold it right here, and you can cut this corner off. Hold it long ways with the blade facing this way, cut that corner off, and then as far as this one goes, you might have to use
Pull
it,
up on it.
unconventionally cut it.
Well, that probably won't work too much because I think that's a metal piece in there. No, it can't be. That's plastic. It's just dirty. That's got to be plastic.
Yeah.
It's just dirty.
Just like a ridge for rigidity.
Yeah.
All right, here.
We've had to do quite a bit of cutting on this radiator shroud to get the tube to come through just perfect without any egg shaping or anything like that. And I think we've got it just about perfect. It's pretty round. Much better than it was before. We did have to take a lot of material out, but you know what? It slides in and out really nicely now. I mean, the actual structure of the fan shroud was not damaged in any way, not compromised in any way. It just gave us a little bit of extra line to come through there. And I've already taken everything out underneath there so that we can put the filter in through here and then get the tube down. Now, this is something that I didn't say before, but I only have the one coupler. I have that coupler right there to get from the throttle body to the air intake, and I can't find anywhere in town that has 3.5 inch coupler. Had to order them online. So what I do have is the plastic welder. So I'm hoping that I can plastic weld these two joints together and be just fine. I have plastic welded ones to save the fly swatter, so we'll see. And one more thing is to get from where it was here to there or wherever. We are actually going to have to cut one more piece at 1.25 inches to fill up that gap. So I'm going to have 2 seams to plastic weld. I mean, it is what it is. We'll get it to work. That's what it's for. Gotta build it. Okay, after much finagling and customizing and cutting and extending, and I did do some plastic welding, and it turned out pretty dang good. Still gonna need a coupler, and I don't have one. So I guess it's gonna be electrical tape for right now. But doesn't look bad.
No.
I think if I can find my flashlight, there we go. You hold the flashlight real quick. There's my plastic weld. It didn't turn out too terrible, I don't think.
And it's pretty rigid. Like I'm putting force behind that where it's right here, and I mean that's rigid.
Pretty solid.
I mean, I'm flexing
Pretty
the whole.
solid.
I'm actually flexing the whole pipe right here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So it's pretty solid. So now all we have to do is hook up coupler to the throttle body, and then we'll just run a little bit of electrical tape around the tube that comes out right there.
That'll at least get you home.
And put
You
the
order a
filter on
coupler.
it, and we just order a coupler and be done with it. And we gotta
Still
drill the hole right there for the IET. And then we can be done
for tonight's project.
for tonight, yeah. Still gotta throw some nitrous on it. Looks like we're going to Home Depot to try and find some sort of coupler, because my plastic weld is good. It is sealed, there's no light coming through, nothing, and it's solid. But there is no way to get that on there without. I can't plastic weld that because it will not fit all through there. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go to the Home Depot and get some, I guess we're getting the coupler. That's what we're going to get. If it'll
Coupler,
fit.
duct tape, coupler. We'll see what happens.
Duct tape's a good idea. I think we ought to do that. All right. So
We're clocking
hopefully by the next segment, this will be done. Here we are back from the Home Depot, and I have a very ugly tape job on here. But you know what? I guarantee it's air sealed, so here comes the cold start. Good throttle response.
Definitely.
And even with that ugly ass tape in there, it still looks better than that silver crap.
Now all you gotta do is get a coupler to button her up.
Mm-hmm.
And you have an intake that's gonna draw ambient air from outside and not in the engine bay.
Yep. Now all we gotta do is put the bottom of the car together. Well, Jordan, let's wrap this up.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Well, it took what, like 6 hours?
5.
Yeah, I mean we didn't start till 5. I give you that.
So.
It's in, it's on, it works.
Mm-hmm.
You go home, sleep easy.
That IAT looked good right there, though. Looks factory, baby. Frickin' mint.
Freaking man.
So, guys, this can be done. I'll tell you what, this Airaid UBI tube actually,
Legit.
you know, for real legit.
Yeah,
But
like the quality's legit. Obviously, the tools you need to cut it, we were pretty short on tools, but vertical bandsaw, a belt sander, and then hell, the plastic welder, that held up great. We just needed a coupler for this application, but this stuff's legit, and honestly, my RCF's gonna get it like the next time it comes over, because I'm running a metal intake right now off my throttle body into my box, and all it's doing is exactly what his was doing, heat soak. So I'm gonna replace it with this. I'm gonna be a happy camper. As long as it's 3.5 inch. If not, I think it is, I have to pop the hood. I'll just order some that's 3 inch, because it looks factory. I mean, it shit looks factory. It's awesome. And it's, look how sturdy that is. That's like 1/4 inch wall. So the heat soak on that's going to be significantly less than that 16th or 32nd inch wall aluminum tubing. Yeah. Besides the tape, just to get you by, this is mint. This is fucking mint.
so there you have it. It can be done. Now, I will say that the UBI tubes are a little pricey. This about $130, $140 for this tube.
And I mean, you utilize half of it. So, but you got all the angles you needed to make this. So, yeah.
And obviously this is a little more custom than
Some can
normal because there's not a lot of room there. But
for what you did. And
hey,
what
I'm
you
happy
got.
with it.
Yeah. I like it. It's not in my car. I like it.
All right, man. Well, Jordan,
Always.
thank you.
We'll get you on the road. We'll be
Another
back.
one down. Signing off. We'll see you on the next.